And we're recording. Um, Hello to anybody that's watching this. Sorry to interrupt your day. Decided to record a little video, sort of summarizing what I have gone through in life so far. Um, and this video is really just for myself to look back at years from now. Uh, Maybe like reflecting and seeing how far I've progressed. Um, so yeah, um, I've turned 30 today. I've turned 30 years old. Um, Happy birthday to me! Yay! Uh, Never been really the type to celebrate my birthday, honestly. Uh, I don't know why. I just wanted just a regular day, and it is a regular day. It's Monday, so there's really not much I could do today. But yeah, Uh, so far in life, I've done a lot of things that I'd never thought of myself doing. Uh, for example, like traveling, uh, going out to these nightclubs, dancing, meeting new people, uh, hiking at times, or getting to know nature as well, sightseeing, being a tourist. It's just a lot of things that I've never thought of myself doing before. Back in my early 20s and even my teenage years, I was never really much of a go-getter. I was never really much of what do you call it? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but I was never really outgoing. I was mostly a homebody. I was a homebody before it was cool, right? uh, but I guess something changed, and I think it all started with like COVID, when staying inside was no longer just a choice, but I was forced to. And honestly, it had, I think for a lot of people as well, it drove me into depression for a bit. As nice as it was to stay indoors, because I was laid off. I was one of the people that got laid off. As fun as it was to stay indoors, that I felt like I had no sense of purpose in life. I was just like this useless bag of meat that was just living day to day inside, playing games, fucking eating junk food, um, and just feeling overall useless, and my health rapidly declining. Um, Decided to change my way of living, almost, almost, oh, almost immediately. Well, I had nothing but time. So I decided to pick up some weights and lose a few extra pounds, and I did. I was like 200 something pounds, and I'm currently about 160. But it came like that was like the first round, like 200 something, and then I lost to 160. Then I gained weight again, and then almost to 200, like 210 almost, and then lost it again. Currently 160. But yeah, during my workouts, I like my mind has changed also fundamentally. I've decided to also challenge myself to go out and explore, to get to know people, to not be the same person that I was, And honestly, at times I'm very afraid to go back to that state of mind where I was just lazy, uh, just eating junk food, having no purpose. I'm very scared to go back to that, and that's why a lot of the times when I don't work out or when I don't um, stick to my diet, I get scared. I get scared that I'll go back to that, and I do my best to keep with my workouts, or if not, at least with my diet. But things happen, especially during the holidays. Um, so I give myself a little break sometimes, but I know at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to get back to it, and I have to. It's not. It's no longer a choice. I had to go back to it. Um, but yeah, it's this that type of mentality has have led me to do different things. Um, learning how to dance, right, was one of the first things I tried to do. Uh, went out on went out on a date and going out and going out to dance it didn't really work out for me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out and learn how to actually dance. And I wouldn't say I'm the best at it right now, not by a long shot. I still have so much to learn, you know. But so far, when I go out, I have a blast. You know, I go out there and I'll ask any girl out. Shit, I'll even ask certain guys out too. It's like, dude, no girl wants to go out dance with me. Do you want to go out and dance? Um, so it's just I'm out there having fun. Um, and a lot of the times, also in these types of like dance clubs, a lot of alcohol is involved. And between Mexico and Germany, which I've traveled, um, I have drank my fair share of beer and liquor, tequila and mezcal, and it became a bit worrying to the point where I thought that maybe I was becoming dependent on that to have fun. So I also did myself another challenge where in which I'm not going to be drinking. So far, it's been a little bit over 2 weeks. I've gone into dance clubs, um, nightclubs, family parties, friend gatherings and stuff like that, and not an ounce of alcohol. And I didn't feel like I needed alcohol, except for maybe one party where I felt like, I can see why I need alcohol for this type of environment, but not an ounce of like a drop of alcohol. Um, and and during these events, it never came to me where like, damn, I really need to drink. No, and I still had a great time without drinking, honestly, and it's lighter on my pocket too. I didn't have to spend any drinks. Like these drinks and these clubs, man, they're so fucking expensive and they're weak as shit as well. And I'm not much of a beer kind of guy either, except for German beer. German beer is delicious. Oh, and shout out to all the people from Germany, my friend over there in Germany, and all the other people that I've met and I have made friends with. Hope you guys are also doing very well. Um, hope you guys are succeeding in your fields, and hopefully you guys are having a great holiday. Honestly, like I've met a few and interesting people over there in Germany, and man, just amazing people, people that I aspire to be, really. Um, and saludos a México también, saludos a mi familia. Espero que estén bien y lo siento si es que no les texteo, les llamo a saludarles a ver cómo están, pero a veces la vida aquí en la ciudad sí es un poco, ¿cómo te diré? Bien activo, ¿no? Y entonces siempre uno está ocupado y muchas veces ah, se me pasa la mente y se me olvidan las cosas igual. Pero saludos a mi familia allá en México, en Guerrero. Saludos a las amistades que hice ahí en México igual. Espero que todos ustedes estén bien y que estén logrando sus eh, objetivos. Am, y sí, y espero que que estén teniendo un buen ¿cómo se dice? Un buen holiday. Um, but yeah, it's uh, it's been a pretty interesting few recent years. Like again, I've changed uh, from a homebody to someone who likes to go out now, and it's come to a point where I can't even stay home anymore, right? Except for maybe the weekdays, right? Which makes sense. Like the weekdays, you go to work, you come home. I cook myself dinner, watch a little bit of TV, or I'll work out. But there are times where, I'll just come home and then just go to bed and just stay there. But other than that, on the weekends, I'm out and about trying to do something. I can't stay home to save my life. I really wish I could. It'll save me a lot of money, but I've gotten used to just being out and about and getting to know people, or even just seeing old friends as well. Like I really miss seeing some of my old friends, and Also, shout out to everybody that of my social media, Facebook, Instagram, old friends. Uh, you know, uh, I try to hit up some old friends way back a few months ago. People from like my high school, elementary. I don't think I have anybody from middle school, oddly enough. And the only one that I know from middle school is actually one of my closest friends. If not, that's practically a brother to me. Um, try to reconnect with some old friends that I have spoken to like years ago, but sort of lost contact, and and uh, try to get that reconnection going again. But you know, it hasn't really worked out. But I mean, it makes sense. I don't hold it against anybody. As time goes on, we all have our own, group. Um, we all have different taste in things. But I was just, curious and just wanted to just to catch up a bit, see where's people at. And again, it didn't really work out. Uh, guess they just want to keep moving. They just want to move on with life, which is fine, you know. So there are times where I have just messaged like some old friends, like a nice little message where it's like, "Hey, hope I see that you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. Um, good luck in life, and hope you keep succeeding." And so little messages like that, you know. And I really, really do hope that everybody that I've met in high school and elementary school, as well as in middle school, I hope everybody is doing fine. I hope everyone is doing great. Um, Really, like there was some amazing people that I met in high school, middle school, and elementary, and I don't know where everybody's at. Again, I hope everybody's at a good place, and I hope everybody's accomplishing their goals in life. Uh, you know, um, and yeah, uh, kind of lost track of where I was going with this, but yeah, just doing a lot of things that I've done, haven't, never really would have done, or never really thought myself doing. Uh, I was a luchador at one point, very briefly. Yeah, I was a luchador very briefly for at one point, very briefly, only like for a few months. Um, that was fun. I was actually thinking of like maybe hitting up the the wrestling ring again, but as I started getting older, I realized that my body does not heal the same way as it used to. Um, as like I had injured my knee and also my foot, and it hasn't really recovered, and it's been months now at this point where it's like I don't think it's ever gonna fully recover. Um, but that's just, I guess that's just how it is with age. As much as like I'm pretty sure I could still do it. I'm pretty sure I can go in there, get in the ring, but if I get injured, my body is just not gonna recover the same. And if it's like an injury, then it's probably gonna be a lifetime injury, where it's not gonna be severe, but it's gonna be something I'll have to be living with for the rest of my life. One could go to a doctor, but the American healthcare system, by God, not that great. So for now, I'll just deal with whatever minor pain I got and go on with life and keep walking. Um, I took up Aztec dances. Well, not Aztec dances. It's a bit inappropriate to call it that nowadays as well. It's a Mexica. I like Mexica dances. It's like an indigenous group that I joined, and I started doing that because it's something that I've always been curious with. I think ever since like in high school, I've always been into the Mexica culture. Ooh. And I even did like a little comic for it back in high school. Uh, it never really took off anywhere, and honestly, that just I blame my laziness for not really pushing myself into completing it. But uh, I've entered into that group, indigenous group, and started doing these Mexica dances, and it's fun, and it's also very very it clears my mind. Apart from like the working out, it also clears a lot in my mind where like I'll be tired. Like we usually do practices every Friday or whenever I can. Like not every Friday I'm available, but whenever I can I'll go and we participate in this dance. And we wear like the outfits. I don't have a complete outfit. I'm still a newbie, so all I got is like I don't know what you call them in English, but we have like these hard n- empty casings of these nuts, in which they make like a rattle noise. Um, and every time we take a step, it does like a little rattle noise. And again, I don't know what the name in English, and I forgot the name. What also the name was kind of like a little maraca, but again, it's kind of like these the empty shells of a nut, and then we just like you move it around and it makes a rattling noise. Um, and I'm really into that. It clears my mind and it also keeps me very active. Um, uh, there are times where we also do like ceremonies celebrating a certain group's anniversary, or they'll sometimes get contracted to do certain dances as well. I only got to participate in two ceremonies, so it's just um, anniversaries of two different groups, and yeah, it's fun, but those are very long hours, like 5 hours straight of just straight up dancing, and I think I'm that's how I injured one of my knees. Like I think the cartilage in my left knee just wore out, and it has never recovered since then. It's been months, and like it's not like agonizing pain, but there are times where if I sit down for too long or with my knee in one position for too long, it starts to hurt. So I gotta stretch or something. Um, but yeah, I, it's been about 17 minutes so far. 30 years old. 30 years old, and I'm just now accomplishing a lot of things, getting to do a lot of new experiences and emotion. Not so much emotions, but it's definitely has been more emotional these past few years than when I was like 24 and younger. You know, it's it's interesting. It's also fun. Um, I hope to do more. I really hope that I can accomplish great things in the electrical field. Um, I'm not sure where I'm going with that. I'll be honest with you, but it's something I've been curious about, and hopefully I excel at it. Um, Actually, I believe I will excel. So it's that type of talk that I gotta give myself in order to, you know, really motivate myself. Um, because at the end of the day, whatever I do, whatever I want to do or have to do, I just want to be the best at it. You know, whether that be dancing, whether that be working in the field, um, getting to gain more knowledge. I just want to be the best at what I do and challenge myself to do better. And that's it. But yeah, I think that'll do because I don't even think I'll watch a 20-minute video of myself talking about how life has gone. Honestly, I was expecting to do like a 5 or 6 minute video, but it's fine. It's whatever. But thanks to anybody that was listening to this. Gracias a los que a los que se quedaron a ver este video. Por la mayoría todo estaba en inglés y discúlpame, pero es el idioma en donde yo me puedo expresar mejor. Y espero volver a todos otra vez, allá la gente en México y también allá en Alemania. Um, Hopefully all my friends over there in England are doing us great as well. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Uh, all my other friends in different parts of the country in the US, my friends in Canada, hopefully you guys are also doing well. Um, but yeah, this is just like a little video for me to reflect back on. and you know maybe ponder a bit and see where I'm at in life after so many years. But thank you for anybody that's watched this and for sticking this long. Hope you all have a great day. All right, bye.